All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. So what I'm going to call this podcast, I think for the most part, or talk about, I should say, is are you constantly battling yourself? Because I run across a lot of men in general, and if you know anything about me, I try to help them with their confidence. And what I come across a lot of times is them always sounding like they're internally battling themselves. And, I goof around with them and tell them I once wrote a screenplay about this one character that goes into his bathroom and he's looking in the mirror and he's arguing with himself. And I think a lot of us do this. He's saying, I want to do this. And then I have the person in the mirror in the scene actually is looking back saying, no, 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 don't do that. And he's like, why not? I want to do this. And the guy in the mirror says, no, 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 we can't do that. And they start screaming at each other. The same person, right, in the mirror. And then all of a sudden a third voice comes out and says, shut up. Go do what we got to do. Let's do it. Let's get moving here. Why are we always arguing and we're not getting anything accomplished? And I think a lot of us go through this, not just men, obviously women, but where we're always, really battling with everything we want to do. And I call it paralyzing us, where we're talking about things so much or we're thinking about things so much that we never actually do it. We also come up with all these, it's not just excuses a lot of times. I think that's kind of an overused word. But yeah, I think to a certain degree we do use excuses because we'll be like, I want to go do this and do that. Man, I don't have the money to do that, so I can't do it. I get it. I get that. All right. But also, if you get creative, you'd be shocked at what you can do. And if you truly want to do something, I talk a lot about it, is shut up and do it. I mean, that's it. Just go do it. I don't know how else to explain it. We all have all these things. Well, I can't do it now because I'm in a relationship, or I can't do that now. I just brought a home. Can't do that now. I just started a new job. I can't do that now because first I got this and this and that to do and all this. Like, again, and I get we all have certain things we have to do. But are you really, are you just kind of not battling yourself, but are you bullshitting yourself? I do run across a lot of people that like to lie to themselves. It's amazing. Like, I finally have to call them on and go, are you lying to yourself? Like, to make yourself feel better? Or, I don't know, maybe become a victim? I don't know what you're doing a lot of times with what you're saying. And there are a lot of excuses, I will say, when it comes to, because I help men with women a lot of times, and I even talk a lot with women about men, where they'll always be battling with what type of person they really are looking for, what they should do to find this person. And, I want to go online to do it, but I don't trust it. But then when I'm out in public, I don't want to just, talk to people randomly. I don't trust that. And then when people introduce me to people, I don't know if, I'm comfortable with that because then they know my business. And then if it doesn't work out, then we got that. And all these different, there's a million things going on in their heads. Like, how is this? Just go meet people. Like, just start somewhere. Start a friendship. Start a discussion. What's the battle for? I think we also, I'm going to say this, we think battling with one another makes us kind of clever and smart with one another. Like, we have to, and I get it, evaluate, right? The big word. And you're kind of a lot of times, over-evaluating everything. And you're also just like, you're just exhausting yourself, I think, a lot of times too. But back to evaluating, my God, you think like, why I didn't do this, and because I knew better, and if I don't do that, and this should have worked out that way, and this should go this way. If you're in a position where you're getting nothing accomplished or things are not going your way, I can assure you you're not that clever. I'm just telling you right now, you're not that smart. But a lot of people think they are. But I'm the last person, too, who wants you to start diving into things and making things worse. Because I do think a lot of times you not doing things is very beneficial, especially when it comes to making a lot of bad decisions. That could be in relationships, that could be in money, that could be with work, that could be a lot of things. I'm not telling you to do stupid things by any means. What I am saying, though, is really start figuring out what you truly want and stop arguing with yourself and get behind yourself. Almost like, how you have to sometimes have, it's great to have friends behind you, family members, colleagues and all them that really push you And you like that. They'll call you out on your bullshit and they push you and say, hey, get your ass in gear. Let's get moving here. Try it out. And you're like, yeah, let's do it. Even if you do it with them. It could be even going on a trip or doing something fun or whatever that you weren't going to do it and then you did it and you're like, oh my God, I had an amazing time. It could be even going out to dinner. You're like, oh, I don't want to go. And you went, you had a blast. My point being is do that for yourself. You can't expect people all the time to be behind you and all the time to, be the one, the driving force. You got to be the driving force to yourself. And a lot of times I goof around again. I think there's like 3 of us. I'm not kidding. It sounds so stupid sometimes when I say that, but I do think we have that mindset of, let's do this. Let's focus in and let's get this accomplished. And then you have that other asshole in there saying, wait a minute. I don't think we can do this. I think that's going to take a lot of work, or, we're too tired. We don't have the money. We don't have the time. We don't have the education. We don't have the skill set. That third dude's got to come in. I'm telling you right now, and just telling them both, shut up and get moving. Get it done. Get her done. Is that comedian from, what the hell's his name? That country guy? I can't remember his name. Oh, yeah, the cable guy. He's from actually Sanford, Florida, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He used to call in the radio stations. Anyways, get her done. Quit wasting time, man. You know what? You're going to run out of time. I'm going to tell you no matter what. So you might as well start doing shit you want to do. I'm telling you right now, you never think you're going to run out of time. You always think you're going to have a lot more energy too. And as you age, physically right now, but I will say, I think so many people underestimate. They think because they're 50, 60, 70 or whatever, they can't do things. You may not be as sharp. I'm not going to say you are. You may not be as in good a shape as when you were younger. You may not have a lot of things that you had in your past. You may not have as much money. I don't know what the hell it is. Doesn't mean you can't get things done. A lot of things you can do, you'd be amazed at you can do at your age. And if you can't do it, get someone to help you do it. It's not rocket science, right? I'm just telling you. Let's not make a big deal about this. That's what I used to say all the time. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you got any questions or comments, please feel free to hit me up. If you agree or disagree, my program is masteringselfconfidence.com, where I truly try to help men with their confidence and start believing in themselves, maybe in a way that they never believed in themselves or others. And I also help them with relationship advice, fitness, hygiene, exercise, things like that, wardrobe style. Because I do think a lot of men, just by changing up their look a little bit or their identity, helps with their confidence unbelievably. It could be as simple as a pair of shoes, I tell anybody. It could be as simple as putting a cool belt buckle on, pair of boots. It could be a change of hairstyle. You'd be amazed at just some small changes, how people will change the way they think about themselves. It's pretty amazing. So that's masteringselfconfidence.com. All right? I'll wrap it up there. Take care, and I wish you all nothing but the best.